This is the Aftermarket Radio Network. It's your weekly Blitz with Chris, keeping you in the game.
Hey everyone, I hope the world finds you well and you're having a great day. Chris Cotton here from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching, where we work hard to support your financial success. If you have an idea for a show topic or want to talk shop with me, go ahead and shoot me an email at chris@autofixsos.com. Now let's talk about behaviors that limit success. The last couple of weeks I've been pointing towards this episode, right? I want to make sure that we talk about limiting behaviors and things that hold us back. And I want us to be able to realize it in ourselves, but I'm also talking about our teams, because a lot of times what happens is our team has a limiting behavior that's keeping the team and or us from being successful. And by us, I mean the shop. Okay. So I'm going to try to have a serious tone here. I've been thinking about this and putting this together for a while. I hope this makes sense. I hope you get a lot out of it. But again, what I want you to realize is if you're sitting there and you're actively coaching your employees, these are some of the things that you need to look out for. I've got six bulleted topics or points, and we're going to talk about those. And I need you to be able to step back and not be in it, but be able to recognize it and point it out. And then once you realize this in your employees and yourself, then you come up with an action plan to get past it, and hopefully you can move the people past their limiting behaviors. Okay? So here we go. Let's see how this turns out. I need you guys to remember that success is not limited to fear, right? It's something that can be obtained by anybody that puts their mind to it and actually takes action and develops good behaviors. Okay? So when we aren't finding success in our lives, there's typically a reason or reasons we can't get past those hurdles. Oftentimes those turn into excuses because that's the easy way out, right? It's easier to ignore the behavior and give an excuse than it is to see the potential, be the potential, live the potential. This all boils down to behaviors. Our behaviors can be the reason why we succeed or the reason why we don't succeed. And, I did an episode a couple of weeks ago, the health and wellness episode number 28. You can go back and listen to that. In order to be healthy, we need to have good eating and exercise habits, right? To be great in business, we need to have resiliency and have resilient behaviors to get over our failures and our shortcomings. Because all successful people have failures and shortcomings. We just don't dwell on it. We look past it and we move forward. Again, oftentimes we develop bad behaviors which hold us back from leading successful lives, right? And so these behaviors hold us and our employees back from having great careers, building businesses, cultivating relationships, and everything else. I want you to write this down. Bad behaviors prevent us from achieving the success we desire. Say that one more time. Bad behaviors prevent us from achieving the success we desire. So if success is eluding your life, meaning you're not successful, or you have employees that are not successful, and it can be in their work life, it can be in their home life, this can be all over, and then absolutely the home life can affect the work life. Like I tell people all the time, I get a phone call, be like, hey, Stacy's gone off the rail, she's not performing like she should. Okay, have you stopped and asked her how her home life is? Because 85% of the time, the issues at work are issues at home. Okay? So if success is eluding you or your employees in life, here are 6 behaviors that may be limiting that. Okay? So number 1 is jealousy. Today, it's so easy getting caught up in jealous behaviors because we live in this social world that my generation didn't have, but the younger generation has now. I'll be 49 in November. We get a notification when somebody gets a promotion. We see every picture from our friend's perfect world, their 2-week cruises, and we read the posts about all these fairy tale relationships that are just basically horse pucky, right? I mean, some of them are great, but a lot of them are just putting on the dog, so to speak. So you can't get dragged into this jealousy. Live your life, live it to the best of your abilities, and do what you can. So the problem with jealousy is it can be consuming and ruin your life. It limits success because instead of working on your dreams, you're spending time being envious of others and what they're doing. So again, I'm going to say that one more time. Instead of working on your dreams, you spend time being envious of others. All you can do is live your life. Matthew McConaughey, I'm going to butcher this because I just thought of it and I should have put notes in here about it. Somebody asked him to come up with 3 things, and one of them was a role model, and I forget the other one. But the role model is what I want to think about and talk about. He said that I am my own role model, but 5 years from now. So always be chasing you 5 years from now. Don't chase somebody else, because if I'm chasing you, by the time I catch to you, you're going to be you 5 years from now. So I want you to chase yourself and catch yourself 5 years from now. And so this goes into the jealousy. Don't think about what others are doing. Think about what you're doing. So instead of being jealous of others, be grateful for what you have in life, and, be grateful for the things you have. You'll be more productive and happier in your own life. Okay. Self-limiting beliefs is number 2. The behavior that keeps many people from achieving success is these self-limiting beliefs. So this behavior is when you hear that little voice start talking you out of doing great things. Like, you can go back and listen to the episode we just did about hitting your 5-iron, episode number 33, right? You are capable of greatness. You just have to believe you can. And don't listen to that little voice in your head that keeps talking you out of doing the great things in life. Okay? Self-limiting beliefs include thinking you're too inexperienced for a job, believing you shouldn't take a risk because you'll fail, thinking it's too late, or you don't need more money because you're comfortable. All these thoughts keep us from success. So don't come up with reasons why you shouldn't. Think of reasons why you should do something great, because you might actually succeed. One of my old football coaches said, Chris, you're underachieving, basically. What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And I set a really low bar for myself because I wanted to achieve it, right? But what I've learned since then is, instead of setting a low bar, set a high bar. By setting a high bar and falling short, you'll still fall short and be ahead of where you thought you could go. So instead of shooting for the mountaintop, shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, shoot for the next galaxy. And then if you fall, you'll land on the moon. Okay. Number 3, living in the past / looking in the rear view. But most people live this way. They live life like this. They wake up and they worry about yesterday or a week ago. Again, me, I'm looking forward. I'm looking to catch myself 5 years from now. And so these people they live by always bringing up the past and failing to move forward. So this also includes living in the past by writing prior successes and past failures. We all see people who seem to be on the fast track to success, but they hit a plateau, or they're living on that one big sale they got 2 years ago. Like, it's great you sold a $5,000 ticket a month ago, but we also know people who can't recover from failure or overcome someone who wronged them, right? They just can't get past it. I say this with certain people, you got to be like a dog. This is not how the saying goes, because I'm not going to say it, but you got to be able to kick some grass over that thing and move forward. Right? It's done. It's in the past. Let's move forward. So whether you're living in the past from a success or failure, you need to move forward. Moving forward and setting goals is the only way to achieve and sustain success. I'm going to say that again. Moving forward and setting goals, letting go of past, is the only way to achieve and sustain success. Learn from your mistakes, move forward. Okay. Number 4, gossip. Oh, if you're in business and have a bad behavior gossiping, then typically that business is going to get ruined, right? When we gossip to others and say bad things about others, it makes you look bad. Doesn't make anything look bad about anybody else. And I'm using it saying business, but honestly, a better word is relationships. So if you gossip about people, people will stop relating with you and having relations with you. If you're sitting around the office, sitting around the work, it's going to be difficult to rise higher in the company, and you're going to get a bad reputation. So really, there's no reason to gossip, because it can destroy all of your success and limit future success. Again, let's say that one more time. There's no reason to gossip, because it can destroy all of your success and limit your future success. So one of the things in the news right now is John Gruden, and he just resigned. I'm sure he's forced to resign from the Raiders. We could talk about whether he's a great coach or not a great coach, but something that he did 10 years ago is coming back to now and is affecting his future success because of something he said in the past. So when other people are gossiping, I need you to be the stand up in the room, and I need you to be like, hey guys and gals, I'm sorry for using the guys term. I use it generically way too much, and I should really find a better word to put in there. But I hope I don't offend anybody, and I'm trying not to by saying guys when I mean everybody. I'm sure when he did that 10 years ago, he didn't think about it, but I hope that you're the person in the group that has enough intestinal fortitude to call somebody out on their BS, so to speak. Make sure that you're not feeding into those types of things. And again, we want to have a great positive work environment. And so if you're the boss and you're cutting up and acting a fool, then guess what? You're going to have a bunch of fools working for you. So the old saying goes, don't worry about those who talk behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. If you want to get ahead, then talk positively about others. It goes much further than the gossiping. Okay? So this takes us to number 5, giving up too soon, throwing in the towel. Many people never achieve success because they give up too soon. And when there's a bump in the road or an obstacle, they resort to backing down rather than persevering. So you have to be willing to keep going. And this might be outdated a little bit, but we need people like Walt Disney, Michael Jordan, and other people. Like I don't care about their shortcomings, but all these people, and I could list them, hundreds of people who all fought through failure to achieve success. People are wired to persevere. When we're younger and we're learning to walk, we all overcame obstacles. Most all of us fell and got hurt, but guess what? We got up because we had this innate desire to walk and go to the next step. You go from not even be able to holding your head up to sitting up, to crawling, to walking. And just think about that. If you learn how to walk and you just quit, where would you be? So we all have to get back up and quote unquote learn to walk. Okay. One of the biggest ones is negative thinking. And this is number 6. So negative thinking is dangerous behavior because it's detrimental to our lives, right? And Zig Ziglar called it stinking thinking, right? We limit our success significantly. And this behavior is bad because we start to think the world is out to get us. Things will never get better, or we expect everything to turn out bad. So you have to turn your negativity around. I'll say that again. You have to turn your negativity around. Don't point in, share outward. You need to think about what's good in your life and what you're possible of accomplishing. I'm going to share a story here because that's what we do. For a long time, I lived with this negative cloud over me. I played in 4 state championships in high school. We didn't win any of them. I always thought I was second place. I thought I was a loser. I competed in 4 state track meets, never finished above second place. Participated in a state tournament in basketball, got beat out. And I remember all that, and that held me back for a long time. And eventually you have to get rid of the negativity and look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I'm a badass. I'm not going to let this stuff hold me back. I'm going to move forward and move on. Those negative thoughts can creep in there. I'll never forget a conversation I had with my mom, and I don't know where it came from, but you have conversations with people all your life and you hear things, and these are pivotal moments in your life that affect you negatively or positively. And hopefully you have more positive ones than negative ones. I remember talking to my mom when I was young. My mom and dad, just for a little bit of background, my mom and dad got divorced when I was younger. My dad got custody. I stayed most of my time with my dad and then visited my mom. I don't remember how the conversation started, but this is the comment that was made to me. And I'm definitely not a teenager. I might be I'm younger than 16. Okay. I don't remember when. And basically during the conversation, my mom turns and looks at me And she said that, I'm sorry, but you will never be a rich man or you will never be successful. And when you're younger like that, you listen to your older people and they're like, well, they must know something I don't know. Maybe I won't. So just like all the other things that I just talked about, that stuck with me a long time. And honestly, there's times where it creeps in now and I'm like, I'm never going to be what I thought I could be because this person said so, or this person told me I could. And, you got to shake that off and move on. I've moved on. I'm so far past in my life where I thought I could be or where I thought I could get. I'm so grateful for doing what I do and having the ability to do what I do. I absolutely love it and continue to love it. And I'll keep going. So when somebody tells you these things or you're not able to do that, then don't believe them. Okay. When you make the decision to change any of these behaviors, you'll start to experience more success in your life. And if you can look at those around you, and if you have a relationship enough that you can call them out on it and you can help them change these behaviors, it makes your business better. And not only does it make your business better, it makes your employees' life better. And that's the greatest thing of all, right? Being able to give back and help others. Okay. So it was a little heavy this time, but I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're able to look at one of these 6 items and be like, hey, you know what? I'm ready to make a change, or see it in others and move them forward as well. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to listen, everybody. This has been Chris Cotton from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching. If you find yourself struggling in your auto repair business or have a feeling like you don't know what you don't know, but you're eager to learn and grow your business, then please feel free to reach out to me, right? Chris at AutoFixSOS.com, or give me a phone call at 940-400-1008. Again, I love you guys. I love you girls. I love all of you. Have a great day and find the success you want to be in your life.